Timothée Chalamet's ascent in Hollywood has been nothing short of meteoric, a blend of brooding intensity, artistic versatility, and an enigmatic charm that has captivated audiences from indie darlings like Call Me by Your Name to blockbuster spectacles such as Dune. His latest venture, Marty Supreme, a fictionalized biopic exploring the life of table tennis prodigy Marty Supreme, places Chalamet in yet another transformative role, one that demands physical precision and emotional depth. But amid the film's promotional whirlwind, a perennial question resurfaces: how tall is Timothée Chalamet? At 5 feet 10 inches, approximately 178 centimeters, Chalamet's height has become a fascinating footnote in his career, often amplified by his slender frame, which lends him an almost ethereal, elongated silhouette on screen. This physical trait isn't incidental. It shapes how directors frame him, how co-stars interact, and how audiences perceive his character's vulnerabilities and strengths. Marty Supreme, directed by Josh Safdie of the Safdie brothers fame, dives into the underbelly of competitive ping-pong in mid-20th century New York, a world where Supreme's diminutive stature, he was around 5 feet 5 inches, belied his ferocious dominance. Chalamet, slightly taller than his real-life counterpart, embodies this paradox, using his height to evoke a sense of poised agility rather than imposing bulk. In preparation, Chalamet immersed himself in the sport, training rigorously to mimic Supreme's lightning-fast serves and psychological warfare at the table. Height, in this context, becomes a narrative device. Chalamet's lean 5 feet 10 inches build allows for fluid camera work that captures the intimacy of the game, where every inch matters in reach and reaction. Directors often exploit such details. Think of how Chalamet's stature in Wonka contrasted with Hugh Grant's diminutive Oompa Loompa, creating visual hierarchies that enhance storytelling. Public fascination with Chalamet's height spiked during high-profile appearances, none more so than the Los Angeles premiere of Marty Supreme, where he arrived arm-in-arm with Kylie Jenner. The couple, dating since early 2023, turned heads in coordinated all-orange ensembles, Jenner in a daring backless gown with strategic cutouts that accentuated her 5 feet 6 inches frame, Chalamet in a sleek leather suit paired with a silk shirt and sturdy work boots. At 5 feet 6 inches, Jenner stands just 4 inches shorter than Chalamet, a difference easily bridged by her signature heels, yet it fuels endless online debates about power dynamics in their relationship. Fans pore over red carpet photos, dissecting how Chalamet's height, neither towering nor diminutive, complements Jenner's confident poise, creating a balanced visual synergy that mirrors their reported off-screen harmony. Chalamet's height has long been a double-edged sword in Hollywood's height-obsessed culture. Early in his career, casting directors occasionally typecast him as the sensitive artist or the underdog lover, leveraging his boyish 5 feet 10 inches to convey relatability. In Lady Bird, his lanky form slouched against Saoirse Ronan's fiery energy, amplifying the awkwardness of teenage romance. Contrast this with Dune, where Denis Villeneuve used elevated platforms and strategic cinematography to make Chalamet appear more imposing as Paul Atreides, the Messianic heir. At 5 feet 10 inches he's average for American men, yet his narrow shoulders and lithe musculature often make him seem taller in motion, a trick of proportion that wardrobe teams enhance with tailored fits and vertical lines. In Marty Supreme this plays out masterfully. Supreme's real-life battles weren't just against opponents but against perceptions of physical inadequacy. He turned his shorter stature into an asset, darting like a shadow across the table. Chalamet, at 5 feet 10 inches, brings a modern twist. His height allows for broader strokes in action sequences, where he lunges and pivots with balletic grace. Behind-the-scenes footage reveals hours of motion capture work, where his exact measurements inform digital enhancements for historical accuracy. Co-stars, including a grizzled mentor played by Mark Ruffalo, who towers at 6 feet 2 inches, highlight Chalamet's stature through blocking. Close-ups emphasize facial intensity, wide shots underscore the hustle of underground tournaments. The height discourse extends beyond aesthetics into cultural commentary. In an era where social media amplifies every pixel, think TikTok edits measuring celebrity pairs, Chalamet's 5 feet 10 inches becomes a meme-worthy metric. Paired with Jenner, whose 5 feet 6 inches is confirmed in countless interviews, their difference, minimal without heels, symbolizes equality in a relationship often scrutinized for its glamour quotient. Jenner, a business mogul with Kylie Cosmetics, has embraced her height, once joking in a Vogue feature about how it lets her command a room without trying. Chalamet, ever the intellectual, has addressed it obliquely in press junkets, noting in a Variety interview that height is just data, it's how you move within it that counts. Their premier absence of Kardashian-Jenner clan members, save Kris Jenner's post-event jacket flaunt on Instagram, underscored the couple's independence, with height as a non-issue in their spark. Delving deeper into Marty Supreme's production, Chalamet's commitment shines. He shed weight to match Reisman's wiry frame, his 5 feet 10 inches canvas allowing for authentic period costuming, crisp white shirts rolled to elbows, trousers cinched for mobility. The film's narrative arcs from Reisman's Brooklyn hustles to global showdowns, mirroring Chalamet's own path from NYU Tisch to Oscars contention. Height informs subtle beats, a rival taunting Marty's short man complex, which Chalamet channels through micro-expressions, his stature adding pathos to defiance.